Before we get started, I just want to say Merry freaking Christmas!
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep. Ho, ho, ho. I didn't have a real Santa hat, and I'm not about to buy one. So, how's this? Yeah. No, I'm not liking it much either. Yeah, let's take that off and let's go right back here to normal. Hey, Merry freaking Christmas to you. I am the old guy here at the Trailer Hood, and I'm sure happy to have you around. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, and you got lots of good stuff. I got something, not a Christmas present, but I got this in the mail just a couple of days ago. Look at this. If you don't know what this is a package with two knives for my Wen 6-inch joiner. You know, the one that I ran the board with the nail in it and ruined the blades. Well, it took 14 days exactly, so 2 weeks, just like they told me, and I got the blades. So I'm pretty damn happy about that. And in this video, yeah, it's Christmas, but what else have I got to do? I'm going to show you how to put these blades on a Wen 6-inch joiner. It is really, really simple. I mean, I can do it. So, you know, it's pretty damn easy. So let's head on out to the shop, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Here we are in my shop, and as you can see, this is the top of my Wen 6-inch joiner. And when I move this plate away, of course you can see the blades are right here. And when you do this, take out the little key, or better yet, unplug the damn thing. There we go. Now there's no way it can turn on, and I'm going to keep all my digits. Well, hopefully. But do remember that the blades are very, very sharp, so please use some caution. First thing you want is this little doohickey right here. This is the Allen wrench that comes with the joiner. And well, before we do that, let's move this stuff out of the way. Oh, I'm hitting stuff. And I'm gonna undo the fence and push that back so it gives us plenty of room. There. Now a good trick to do, you can use any type of clamp to do this, but what I do is just take a clamp. Yeah, let's put it on this way. And put it right up against there. And this way, the plate doesn't get in your way and you can let it go. And as you can see, for each blade, there are 4 screws. So we take our little Allen wrench, and we loosen all 4 screws. And be careful when you do this, because you don't want to strip the heads of the screws, and you don't want to jam your finger into the blade. So there's probably a better way to do this, but I'm unaware of it, so this is the way I do it. And once those are all loosened, then you can go ahead and take them out. I do that uniformly. I don't know why. I was always taught when you take off bolts, like off a wheel or something that has 4 bolts like this, or 4 nuts, screws, make sure all of them are loosened before you pull them all up. I guess it has something to do with the last nut or the last screw will have the most amount of pressure on it, so then it's harder to take it off. I don't know. I just do as I'm told. We know that's not true. That's why I've been married so many times. There's all 4 screws. And now we take this top plate off. And this is the blade. And again, take some caution when you pull the blade out, or if you're putting the new blades in, because they are very, very sharp. Wow, that's a big difference. I can feel the difference.
Make sure that when you pulled your blade out, that all this stays dust free, and I can tell that it is. If it isn't, clean it off with a rag first. Now drop your blade in there and make sure that it seats correctly, and it does, so we know that it is the correct blade. Now you'll notice these blades look a little bit different. That's because they will actually fit other blades or other machines. So that looks good. So our blade is in there, and make sure that there's no dust on the top piece that goes in here. And now we just have to center that and put our screws back in. Now this is the tricky part to doing all this, and that is aligning the blades. There are literally dozens of ways you can do this. I've looked at them all. I didn't know how to do this until I looked at them. This is probably not the most efficient way to do it, but it is a way to do it. And I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm going to learn, I got stuff just falling down here. I'm going to learn how to do it better, and perhaps I'll do another video on it later on. But aligning the blades so that they're straight and level across the bed. Make sure you've taken your little safety key out if you have one of these little doohickeys in yours, and just go ahead and unplug the machine. That's always the best. The first thing you want to do is make sure that the blade is at the highest point. And I did that by moving this board right up against the blade and then using a clamp to secure it to the table. And that way the blade's not going to move anywhere. Now, the next thing you want to do, well actually before you even do that, you want to loosen these up. Make sure these are only hand tight, but the blade's not slipping around, but you want the blade to be able to move. Now right here, if we look, you'll see a little hole here and a little hole here. You use this handy Allen wrench that they supplied with this, or another Allen wrench, one that fits, and you move the blade up and down by turning either left or right. Now, on this one, I think it was you turn left and it actually lowers it. If you turn right, it raises it. I'm not sure. You're going to have to play with that a little bit. But make sure that these are loose, just enough so the blade can move. Now, what I did was I took another piece of wood that I knew was flat and got it at the highest point, and then just adjusted this. Now, when you're done, you want it to be just a tad over the bed, and I mean just a little tiny bit over the bed. That actually could be adjusted a little bit more, and I can do that just by turning that. So when you're done, make sure this is at the highest, put your piece on here, and move it across. It should travel about 1/8 of an inch. No more than 1/4 of an inch, but 1/8 of an inch is good. I will just tighten them up. And yes, it is important you get the screws in tight, but they don't have to be so tight that you strip the heads. If you do that, then it's a whole nother procedure, which is a big pain in the ass. And for me, I just buy a new joiner. So don't do that, because then you have to drill out the screws, get oversized screws, and do this. It's just terrible. So make sure you get these nice and tight, but not so tight that you damage anything. But you don't want your blades to come flying off now, do you? There's blade number 1. All right. Right off the bat, I was going to pull it this way, but I'm going to go this way. That way the blades aren't digging into my skin. I think that's a much safer way to do it. And then we just do the process again. And that's it. I've got the blades on there. These are the old blades. Don't throw those away. You can use those for something, but please, again, be careful when you handle them. And I'm going to put the key back in, plug it back in. Here we are. All right. We got our safety key back in. It's plugged back in. It turns right on. Let's put a piece of wood through it and just see how it does. This wood has already been checked with my metal detector. If you want to know how to do that, there's another video, and look around here and there's probably a card or something that will tell you how to look at that video. But here we go. That works just like it's supposed to. Just like it did when it was brand new before I ran a board through it with a nail. So that's how you change those out. Very simple. And just please be careful when you do it. But remember, I'm not liable if you go ahead and cut off your hands. You're doing this on your own, okay? So I just want to give that little disclaimer.
It's a pretty simple procedure. Aligning the blades is a little tricky. And again, I'm not an expert on aligning the blades. I just learned how to do this, and I'm not doing it exactly the right way. Okay, I'm doing it this way, and other people have done it this way. But you should have some other tools, a feeler gauge, a metal ruler, or a level, and there's some other things that you should have. But please look around the YouTubes, because there are videos out there on how to align the knives correctly. And I'm going to learn how to do it. And once I do, I will do another video, and we'll add that. I do want to take just a minute here just to say that I am very, very thankful for everybody that watches these videos. Sometimes I've got videos that have over 11,000 views. I've got videos that have 12. And that's okay. I mean, I'm still, I've been around for about a year, not quite a year yet, but I've been taking this seriously for almost a year, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm going to move my cigarette out of the way, that way it doesn't look like I'm burning up. But I do appreciate all of you, and I hope that you have the best holiday, whether that is celebrating Christmas today, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or whatever it is. I hope that it's just wonderful, and I wish nothing but the best for everyone who has watched any of these videos. Even if you didn't like the videos and you think I'm funny looking, and that's okay. I'm used to that.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
But have a happy, happy day, no matter what you're doing today. I hope it's just filled with joy and your family, and just, like the rest of us, just make the best of it. I mean, this is Christmas 2020. I kind of expect Santa just to fall through the ceiling right now, but, that might happen. But that's going to do it for me. I'm so blessed and so grateful to each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this video at all, if it meant something to you, if it helped you, if you've got a Win 6-inch joiner and you were wondering, hey, how do you change the blades, and I helped you with that, well, just hit like, share, subscribe, and please leave a comment. I really like to read the comments. And from everyone from the United States to Slovenia to Germany and Norway and everywhere else, you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Until the next time, I'm the OG, and I'm out. Oh, son of God, the holidays hurt.